The 1% mindset, why dating is your enemy. Most men believe that when it comes to comfort and it comes to women and all that, the goal is like just trying to get a date with a woman. And and they think in their mind is once she feels safe and once everything is familiar and everything is settled in, that they think that attraction actually locks in itself. But here is the dark truth about being in the reality that you're in, a reality of comfort that most of you guys don't understand. And that is that this is something really no one tells you, is that the same mechanism that creates emotional safety is also the same mechanism that will also kill desire inside of you. And the thing is, behind all of this is, your mind is such a vast world of so many things. But in that, again, your mind is the greatest enemy. And because your mind is the greatest enemy, it will seem to trick you into thinking certain things when it comes to all of this. And this is why it's so important that most you guys feel that comfort is a place that is safe, but it's really an unsafe place because it is always going to keep you held down and imprisoned by so many things. And this is why when it comes to the average guy is always going to have problems because the average guy has no idea how to talk, move, or maneuver around a woman. And the average guy out there, because he doesn't know what he's doing, he feels comfortable around the woman. And see, the thing about sexual tension is that it opens up doors in women when you make her feel uncomfortable. The problem is that most of you guys, these women feel too comfortable around you because you don't feel comfortable in yourself. And in that moment, what I'm going to show you is why comfort triggers really sexual and emotional boredom in a woman. And I guess a lot of guys just don't understand, because the man who actually avoids comfort and everything, he kind of messes things up for himself. And I'm going to try to break these down to you guys out here so you guys can understand what it is you're going to have to actually do. And that's why I always say for all you guys out there, if you could just stay with me to the very last end. The last principle that I'm actually going to talk about is it's going to prevent you from being that good guy. Because if you guys think about attraction, like fire, okay? Fire needs oxygen, okay? Too little oxygen and it is actually going to suffocate. Too much control and it dies quietly. And comfort, unfortunately, is control. It's predictability. It's a certainty in a woman that you really don't want. And then that certainty is also going to be the enemy of the desires that you actually have with women. And the thing is, for a lot of you guys out there, you get very, very nervous, and it is okay. Because the reason why you're so nervous is because you're kind of like a fish out of water right now. And every time you try to meet a woman, you try to get back. Excuse me, you try to get back in the water. Excuse me, I didn't mean to sneeze. I'm gonna keep that shit in there. But what I'm saying to all you guys out here is that this is where most of you guys get trapped, because most of you guys build this warm cage and this warm cell or this prison of comfort, realizing that you have just removed all the oxygen when it comes to women when you play it safe. And like I was telling you about the three little pigs, the third pig that imprisoned himself. But here is the first uncomfortable truth that I want you guys to know, is that most men aren't ever going to have problems when it comes to rejection. It's just that women find boring guys not fun. It's not exciting or anything like that. And this is why when a woman feels like she's suffocating, or feels like, okay, it's one thing and you taking all the oxygen out of the room. Well, okay. So it's one thing and you taking all the oxygen out of the room, but it's another thing when a woman feels suffocated. And just like a woman feeling suffocated, that means you're just all up under her. And a woman doesn't want a man all up under her. She wants room to breathe and actually wants room. And she actually wants space at the end of the day. And see, what guys don't understand, there are a lot of principles and a lot of things that come when it comes to the game that so many men miss out on or misinterpret when it comes to women. And I get it, because you feel out of alignment, you try to get in alignment with a woman by over explaining yourself and trying to tell her anything that you possibly can to actually make her feel a certain kind of way for you. Like you want her to feel something for you. And this is why women are always going to have an issue with how kind and thoughtful and caring you are, because women don't want kind, thoughtful, and caring. They want rude and they want dominating. And I didn't say rude as disrespectful rude, but what I'm saying, have you ever taken a moment and just think about this and ask yourself, the woman that you're texting or the woman you used to text, why did she pull away after things felt so good? Why is that? Because what most people don't explain to you young men out here when it comes to the game, it comes to attraction, is that attraction is always going to run on dopamine, okay? And see, comfort is like a vape pen. I mean, don't do drugs, gentlemen, but it's okay. I'll give you like your prime example. So a lot of you will drink something for energy. Some of you will drink coffee. Some of you will drink energy drinks, okay? All right? So when you drink that coffee or you drink that espresso or you drink that energy drink or that 5-hour energy or whatever, that Monster or that Red Bull or whatever it is you drink, it gives you a rush, right? But in her world, it's like you're drinking water and expecting the water to give you the same rush as a 5-hour energy, and it just doesn't work like that. And see, and what a lot of people don't understand is that's what the trap is, okay? A woman cannot feel deep attraction or a deep anticipation for something they already secured. That means that because she already has you locked in, meaning that she already has you secure, because you are unfortunately insecure. And because of your insecure and because of your low self-esteem and because of your low self-worth in this whole entire thing, this is why women are always going to have the problems and the issues of saying that, you know what, you're safe, and women really don't want safe. And people don't understand that the way your mindset works, because your mind is such a beautiful, intricate thing. It's so vast and it's so deep. And I can't wait for the school to open up, because we're gonna go so deep. And I look forward to that. But what happens to many of you guys out here, most of you guys just don't have what we call understanding of understanding. You, unfortunately, you have to allow the attraction, the sexual attraction, to actually breathe. And that is why you have to create emotional ups and downs and peaks and valleys. And I'm not ever saying start an argument with a woman. What I'm saying is the emotional peaks and the emotional valleys are all going to come in when the woman is missing you and thinking about you and realizing, I can't have you. You're not talking to me. You're not interacting with me or anything like that. That's what's actually going to draw her into you. It's going to show her how much depth and how much range you actually have. Because when a lot of you guys, y'all are so busy trying to chase comfort, okay? And when you chase comfort, that means you're looking for something to soothe your anxiety the way it is. And that's not attraction, man. That's really anxiety wrapped up in so many things. The need to want to be liked by a woman, and all these things, these needs that a lot of you guys have are because of all these uncertainties that you have when it comes to women, and that's what hurts so many guys. And women are just not attracted to men who are looking for that kind of uncertainty. And from the lens of the game, gentlemen, what I'm saying to all you guys right now is that right now you just don't know who you are. And sometimes we don't know who we are, and sometimes we get frustrated because we're always trying to figure out where do I fit in? Where do I fit in all of this? A lot of people are always looking for ways to fit in, looking for ways to connect, looking for ways to figure out what they are in this world. And you know what's so crazy? It's something that so many young men have done all your life, just always trying to figure out where you fit in at. And the reason why you have always fit in or ask yourself about that, it's the same reason why comfort is not a good thing. And that is why that your insecurities are making her more secure, because she feels comfortable in her skin around you. I didn't say around a man, I said around you, unfortunately. And because of that, it's certain kind of signals that actually happen that women can see. And I just remember a client who used to have all these struggles and things like that, like you guys out there. He was a fish out of the water. But as long as I started to get him to connect to himself and he started to learn the game, he started to learn, not only am I a fish that I can get into the water, but I can get into a river, I can get a lake, I can get in a pool, I can go anywhere I want to go because I'm actually in control of the narrative in which I create for myself. And once somebody does that for themselves, the whole narrative itself begins to change. And that's something that a lot of young men, they love getting caught up into that because they're not used to that. And most people don't understand how comfort works. Most people think that the thing about comfort is that they think because they want to feel safe around a woman in the environment, they want the woman to make them feel safe. And that's not the game. And that's not the interpretation of the game. And that's not how things move. And that is why it is so, so important, gentlemen, that when we're learning the game and learning who we are and trying to figure out where we fit into this world, we've got to stop actually trying to worry about where we fit in, because you're not supposed to fit in at all. You're supposed to connect to yourself, to who you are when you actually learn the game, okay? And the thing, and there's a hidden truth to all of this that I really want to talk to you guys about that is going to somehow confuse a few of you guys out here, because this is not about emotional safety or anything like that. What I'm saying is it's time, there's got to be a part of you that actually believes in yourself enough to create a new reality of discomfort, meaning going into the unknown. Because what happens to many of you guys when you get this way, your mind tends to grab and twist and throw you in so many loops and throw you everywhere all at once. The world becomes confusing, and that's what I want you guys to understand. Comfort is always going to be the manipulative thing that is going to put you outside of the system. And see, that's why so many of us love the comfort of what we assume is dating. Boy meets girl comfort. I have to get her to like me comfort. I have to be friends with her. I have to have a connection with her. I've got to get her to be attracted to me comfort. So all these little things that you're doing, but the one thing you're not doing is seeing who you are as a man and seeing how you operate under the construct of who you are. And I think this is where so many of you guys get frustrated with women, get upset with women. And please understand, when it comes to comfort, that's the thing that opens up assumptions, judgments, and expectations from a place of comfort, because your mind is trying to process things so fast sometimes that you process the wrong information. And that's where a lot of guys go wrong, because space with a woman isn't about playing hard to get. At the end of the day, it's not needing to be to run behind her. I don't want to run behind her. I don't create space with a woman to play games with her, I create the space to make her feel uncomfortable in her own skin and start questioning who she is. Most women don't question themselves around average people because, again, like I said before, if you're insecure, she is going to be secure. And the fact that she's secure is part of the problem. You don't want a woman secure, because as long as a woman's secure in who she is, you're not actually going to connect to win in all of this. And this kind of tension that I want y'all to understand, that's the thing that is going to make you seen as more as a masculine man, because there's a deeper layer to all of this. And when you stop chasing comfort and you are pleased with yourself, everything changes, because at that point you're going into discomfort. See, the craziest thing that those that have the game know that most guys don't, everybody that you look at from YouTubes and Manospheres and all that other stuff, they want to put you in comfort, which means they want to put you out of the water. I want to put you back in the water, in discomfort, because when you avoid discomfort, you avoid growth, you avoid tension, and all the sexual tension and all this sexual attraction is in that moment right there with that woman. And this is why it is so important that women want to get to know you and understand you, because women are not reacting to your text messages. They're not reacting to the things that you say. They are always going to react to the relationship that they have with you, but it is something that you create in them is uncertainty. I told you guys that the key to all this is that a woman needs to say, who are you? It is in that question that opens up a new reality and opens up a new door, because who you are should be an anomaly. Women should not know who you are, and that's the honest truth. And for many of you guys, you accidentally look at things the wrong way. And what I'm going to show you is how to connect to yourself. And the more you connect to yourself, the more you guide yourself, and the more you have what we call understanding, you're not going to have the problems and the issues that you're going to have. We're in a new year now, and it's time for you to go back into the water, back to your birthright, back to who you are, to the world, to where when a woman meets you, she's meeting for the first time. And meeting you for the first time is going to make her ask that question, who are you? And when you can get a woman to say, who are you, the game is already over, okay? Guys, this is going to be the end of our video, but not the end of our discussion. Guys, let me know what you think in the comments when it comes to this. When's the last, have you ever had or been in a position where a woman started to question you and ask you, who are you and what you are and why you are? Please let me know in the comments, gentlemen, because I got you covered, gentlemen. And again, if you guys are ready to learn the game and you're ready to grow, guys, just go ahead and get your pathway. Just go to the Man Mindset, ask for your pathway. We'll see the PDF file. It's 3 pages of information that you actually need. But outside of that, gentlemen, it's very important of all of this is that your reality right now, unfortunately, is based and built on something that you don't understand right now. And what you don't understand is that you think that by playing it safe and things like that, you're going to change a woman's interpretation of you. And that's not the game. The game doesn't work that way. The way the game works is as long as you make her feel uncomfortable, you win. But guys, we can talk so much about this. We have so much information to give you. But gentlemen, if you like our live, if you don't want to buy the products, check us out live, man. We have YouTubes, videos, live shows, YouTube shorts. We inundate you with the game. Guys, I've been doing this since the 90s, so please understand we have a lot of game, a lot of information to cover, okay, gentlemen? And gentlemen, let me tell you, if you enjoyed this, and I appreciate the likes and everything, man, you're gonna enjoy what you see right here, man. So go ahead and soak up this game, man. I'll holler at you later. Peace.